Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so this video is completely unplanned, and I'm just hopping on here and I'm going to talk for a little bit. So hopefully there's some sort of a structure to it because it's just stuff going on in my mind. There are a ton of new people in our group, and we're really, really happy to have you. So I thought I would share a little bit about my background, why this group even exists, how I even got into being passionate about the ketogenic diet, and then address a question that I get asked all the time. And my answer is typically surprising to people. And the question in the title of the video is, do I need, and I highlighted the word need, ketones? And the answer is no. The answer is no, you do not need ketones to be successful on the ketogenic diet, to realize benefits that you can realize from nutrition alone with just eating a specific way. No, you don't absolutely need ketones to survive and to function. There are tons of people, hundreds, thousands of people who have been extremely successful with weight loss or more energy or just generally being healthier without adding ketones to their life. And there are some people who are 100% against the idea of it because they're really gung-ho on, I want to do this myself with my own mind, my own willpower, and I want to prove that to myself. And that's a really cool thing too. I follow tons of those people for inspiration on Instagram. I talk with these people every day because I'm really inspired by their journey. There are tons of you in this group, and you are very welcome here, who never, ever, ever have to try ketones or never even have to want to listen to me talk about them. That's okay. And that's not the only reason I'm here either. I mean, I do, if you look around a little bit, it's probably pretty obvious that a part of what I do is promote the idea of exogenous ketones, specifically the Prove It brand, and I fully and 100% believe in them and drink them every single day. However, the reason I'm here is because I'm really passionate about helping people, period, whatever that means to you. There are hundreds of you probably who could attest to the idea that I work with you and coach you at no cost. It's not about money, you guys. I talk with you, chat with you, I answer your questions. I talk with some of you on the phone. I've met some of you in person who've never ever bought ketones from me, and it has nothing to do with that. So I wanted you guys to know that, but then I also want to, on the flip side of the coin, talk a little bit about why I like ketones in my life. It's not a need. I see a need as like a basic requirement for survival, but for me it's a want, and it's something that I add into my life and my lifestyle that helps me in so many ways. But no, to answer the question, you do not need ketones. But the way I see it is that we're in a day and age where technology and science and research have brought all sorts of things to the forefront that didn't exist years ago. There's always a better, faster, more efficient, easier way to do just about anything. So think about Amazon. Who here has ordered something from Amazon in the last month? Raise your hand. Even if you're watching it later, raise your hand. Everyone. There's always a package on my front door a few times a week. If my husband's around and doing anything on Amazon, like there's even more. He's a maniac with Amazon. But you don't have to have Amazon. It's a nice convenience. It's nice to be able to get something when you want it really, really quickly in 2 days. But you could go shop in the store. You could go walk around the aisles and search for what you need. Go out of your way to do it. You don't have to have a car to get to work or to get to the grocery store or to get to your friend's house. But it's nice to have. I can speak about this one from experience right now. This one kind of sucks, but right now we are a one-car family for a temporary amount of time by choice. I sold my car. My husband and I both work from home, and we thought, hey, we don't know what we want to buy yet. We both work from home and have interesting schedules. Maybe we can work out and save up that extra money on a second car payment and not have it. We don't need to have two cars. But man, we've already had 2 times where we've had to go to and rent a car Seriously, it's a nice to have. And that's kind of a metaphor I'd want to give to you about the way that I see ketones and the way that they have helped me. They make things easier, more flexible, and more sustainable for me. And what I mean by that might be different than what you think. So people hear ketones and they think, oh, you're trying to just replace everything with a diet, and you're just trying to, that company is just trying to make a buck using the keto name. And that's not necessarily what it does. And if you ever hear anyone claim that ketones burn fat, that's like directly what they do, it's not true. That's not what they do at all, but they do a lot of other things. What they do is help minimize your sugar cravings. They help with appetite control. They help with compliance, meaning if you're trying to lose weight, for example, you can't do that with any diet unless you bring in fewer calories than you're burning. That's the science behind it and the math behind it. That's a fact. You're not going to lose weight and lose fat without having a calorie deficit. And ketones help with that because they help with those sugar cravings and appetite control. They are fuel for your brain. They literally turn your brain on like a Christmas tree. Like they light up. When I first drank ketones, my brain, it's like it turned on. I first started the keto diet and ketones probably like 10, 11 months ago now. It's probably like 11 months. We're in November. It was a month ago because it was right before Christmas last year. And I did it out of desperation, completely desperate. I had a son, my second son, in June of last year. I was 6 months postpartum, super tired, super exhausted, working full time, not very well. Couldn't stay awake, couldn't stay focused, couldn't stay present, I was still wearing my maternity clothes. I was miserable in every sense of the word. And out of desperation, I said, well, I've read all this stuff about the keto diet. I'm going to shift and take all that sugar out and carbs. And that's doable. People do it all the time. But for me, it's not, it doesn't translate to real life every single day. I do like to slip up and cheat every now and then. I am human. And so I like to have those ketones in there as kind of almost like a backup plan to help me stay in a good place, to help me not completely gorge myself on cake and brownies. A bite satisfies me, something like that. They help me do that. And so I added those to my routine back in December as well. And I felt good when I was just eating differently. I could feel a shift in how I felt. I wasn't quite as sluggish, all that kind of stuff. But I had heard a few people on my social media feeds talking about ketones, and I thought, why the hell not? I am so desperate to feel better because I feel so bad. I will literally try anything. And so I read and read and read and read about ketones and decided this is something I'm willing to try. I was nursing at the time. I was still breastfeeding. And I determined, and I talked with my OB, and we determined it was safe and okay. Got the okay all around from doctors and everything. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I did. And you guys, within 5 days, it's like I woke up a different human. My brain had turned on. I was physically shrinking. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen my before and after pictures from very early on. I can post them later. But even in a period of like 10 days, like my body composition shifted. Like fat was literally going away. And I felt good. I woke up actually renewed and felt like I slept for the first time in about 4 years. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that because I have an almost 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old right now. So I haven't slept in years. You guys know, you've got kids. Everyone's got the tired mom thing going on if you're a mom of kids. Tired dad things, and so everything got better really, really quickly. And that's how I ended up here with you guys, because it was like, okay, in 10 days, I feel like I've turned into a different person or a better person. And I loved the way that I was feeling. And I started thinking, well, shoot, other people need this. I feel like I need to talk about it, if only just to get like mine for free because I'm going to keep drinking these suckers. And so I got really excited about ketones, but also at the same time, I got really into, I'm kind of an all or nothing kind of a person. So I went down the path of like really getting into the diet stuff and creating new recipes and taking pictures and documenting those and sharing those with friends. And, it turned into this whole thing. And, a month or so later, I created this group. So this group started, I don't know, like 9 or 10 months ago. And I was like, well, this can be just a home to share value about anything related to keto, the diet part. The ketones piece is nice, it's sprinkled in there, but that's not the goal of the group necessarily. It's a platform to talk about it, but that's not all I do here, especially if you're new. You can go back and look. That's not what we do here. The goal is to inspire, motivate, share, and encourage one another. And I hope that's what you feel for those who participate in this group. But I did want to clarify about ketones and why I think that they're an amazing tool to add to your lifestyle, whether or not you're low carb or not. If you're just thinking about it and feeling overwhelmed about the idea behind keto and worried about your macros and everything being perfect, this helps alleviate all that pain. I don't track macros. I pay attention. Absolutely, I pay attention, but I don't track all my stuff all the time. That's the thing that's not sustainable for me personally. Some people love that crap, and that's amazing, and I support you in that. But for me, I need it to be something. I didn't want it to be a quick fix, which it's not. I wanted it to be something that was going to last me through like my lifetime, because I feel that good. Like nothing is ever, it's been almost a year. 11 months now. I've never done anything from a diet perspective for that long. And it's just so sustainable, maintainable. I can do it anywhere. I eat out all of the time. And when I do have like little cheats, I guess you could call it, I do have ketones there to back me up. I drink them in the morning. I drink 1 packet a day, shifting from eating the way that most people do, the standard American diet, over to really reducing your carbs, not into like nothing. Stuff has carbs in them, but I just stick to lower carb options and I drink a packet of ketones a day. And it has literally changed my life. And so if you are thinking about starting the keto diet or low carb focus, or thinking about just getting started and feel overwhelmed, or thinking about, I'll wait until after the holidays to do it now. Starting now, you're going to be think about how much better off you're going to be a month from now. It took literally 10 days for me. That's not the same story for everybody, but 10 days for me to feel and see that I was changing, like physically different and mentally different. So you can do that. And I just want you to know that I'm here to support you no matter what path you take, no matter what you choose or choose not to add to your lifestyle. I'm in support of entirely nutritional ketosis. I'm in support of keto and ketones. I'm in support of neither of those. Like, I just want you to feel better. And I want to be a person that you can come to for whatever kind of support that you need. And if that involves ketones, like, I know all about it. I'm ready to talk to you about it, but I'm not going to shove it down your throat, with the caveat that I do 100% fully believe that everyone should at some point try them. Like, I would be kicking myself if I did not try them. And when I say try, drink a packet, drink 5, I don't care. If you want a packet to see what they taste like, raise your hand in my inbox and I will mail you one at no cost. Like, I'm here to spread the love and spread the word, but no matter what, like, just in your health journey, in your journey in general, I'm here to help you. And I hope you feel that. I'm not here just to sell you something. I want you to be successful and I want you to feel better. It makes me feel so good to know that I've impacted somebody else. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. And if you're ever interested in any detail of my journey, because it goes kind of all over the place and I could ramble for a while, I'm happy to share with you. I'm an open book. I'll answer any question you ask me, privately or publicly, okay? All right, so I've got to run. I've got all kinds of regular job stuff to do, but I thought I'd pop on here and share that with you guys because I do get asked that question often. And I hope you guys have a good one. Happy Thursday.